How to instill fear and respect without saying a word. Machiavelli's silent influence strategy. 1. The world doesn't listen to words, only to power. Have you ever met someone who enters a room and suddenly, everything falls silent? People shift their posture, lower their voices, keep a certain distance. They don't even speak to assert dominance. And yet, they are respected, sometimes even feared. That's not luck. That's a deliberate strategy, one outlined by one of history's sharpest minds, Niccolò Machiavelli. He once wrote, "People respect what they fear, and fear what they do not understand." Today, in a world where everyone talks too much, true power lies in those who remain silent, yet make others submit. 2. The power of silence. Stillness makes others lose control. Machiavelli never encouraged being the loudest in the room. On the contrary, he believed that words expose your weaknesses and therefore can be used against you. Silence keeps others guessing. They don't know what you think, what you want, or what you're planning. This ambiguity creates psychological pressure. That's when people avoid speaking carelessly around you. They become more disciplined in your presence, and they begin to respect you, even if you've never asked for it. 3. What others think when you're silent. 1. Unpredictability makes others anxious. Imagine playing chess with someone who never reacts, never shows emotion. You can't read them. That unpredictability triggers fear. The human mind hates uncertainty. And when people can't read you, they default to caution and eventually respect. 2. Silence isn't weakness, it's control. The weak speak to prove themselves. The powerful don't need to. When you don't react, you're saying, "I don't need to impress anyone. My presence speaks louder than words." 3. Your silence forces others to guess. And guessing is the gateway to fear. When people aren't sure what you'll do, they will tread carefully. From that carefulness, power is born. 4. Machiavelli's strategy. How to influence without speaking. Machiavelli taught that power doesn't lie in physical strength, but in the psychological impact you leave in others' minds. 1. Remain quiet but observe like a predator. He wrote, "The wise man always observes. The less he says, the more he sees." Don't demand attention. Let your presence be so potent that others naturally straighten up when you appear. 2. Control your facial expression, neither too warm nor too cold. Don't smile too much. Constant smiling makes you seem weak, easy to manipulate. Instead, a calm, unreadable face with firm eye contact makes others take you seriously. Blank. Underscore, blank. 3. Speak less. Achieve more. Don't use 100 words to issue one command. Say one sentence, and make sure it gets done. Machiavelli advised, if you must punish, do it immediately. If you must reward, let them wait. 5. Fear and respect. Two sides of power. Machiavelli is famous for saying, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." Don't misunderstand this. He's not advocating cruelty. He's highlighting the strength of being someone no one dares to cross. 1. Respect doesn't come from your words, but your aura. When you enter a room, your posture, your gaze, your silence, can make others adjust their behavior. 2. Fear creates discipline, but only if paired with fairness. If you're quiet, cold, but fair, people will both fear and respect you. They'll follow you not because they're forced to, but because they know you're not someone to be taken lightly. 6. How to apply this in real life. Small diamond at work. Don't be the loudest in meetings. Be the sharpest observer. Speak only when necessary. The fewer words you use, the more weight they carry. Small diamond in business. Silence creates pressure in negotiations. Sometimes, the quietest one at the table is the one controlling the outcome. Small diamond in personal life. In arguments, silence reflects strength. It tells others, "You can't manipulate my emotions that easily." In relationships, well-timed silence makes you more valuable, more mysterious, and harder to control. 7. Conclusion. Say nothing, but make the world listen. Today's world is noisy. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone tries to talk louder, faster, more frequently. But true power belongs to those who practice restraint, the art of influencing without shouting. From this day forward, start developing steady eyes, a composed face, timely silence, and purposeful actions. You don't need to scream to be heard. You only need to master silence and let your energy speak for you. If this message inspired you, Share it with someone who needs to become more composed, more powerful, and more respected in a chaotic world. Speech balloon comment below. Have you ever used silence to earn someone's respect? And don't forget to subscribe for more timeless strategies from history's greatest minds.